Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? It's your boy Wole. I'm happy to be with you today. It's always a pleasure. It's an honor, by the grace of God, to work with so many people across the country, learn from them, and have the opportunity to share with you. As you can see, I'm in my daughter's room, currently the most quiet place in the house that I can find. But that's not important. Let's jump into the topic for today. So what are we talking about today? We are talking about no band, no problem. What? No band, no problem? Yes, no band, no problem. Take it from a musician. And we want there to be a problem if there's no band. But with the availability of technology today, with the various tools that even musicians themselves use, if you find yourself in a situation where you're a new church and you just haven't recruited musicians yet, or you the church is not able to pay for musicians and musicians are requiring payment, or maybe you're in between buildings and maybe you don't have your musical equipment for like 2 weeks while you're moving buildings, or say you have a special program and there just is not going to be any equipment and you need something to use. So what we're going to do is discuss what you need, how much it's going to cost you, how quickly can you get set up, and like, can you start using this like this Sunday? And we'll walk through all of that. So having said that, we'll walk you through this. I'll show you an example. I'll go through click by click, and if you have any questions, we're more than happy to help you. Amen. All right, let's go. Okay, here we go. So now we're on the laptop. Let's quickly take a look at what you need and how to get started. Started with this. So first thing, what do you need? First thing you need is a laptop, not a desktop. And the reason for this is most of the work and the preparation and setup for this will be done at home and not necessarily in church. So you want to be able to give the laptop to somebody and they'll do all the prep work and come in so you're ready to execute when you get to church. That's what you need. There are 5 things you need. So the second thing you need is Mac OS, not Windows. PC. You want Mac OS. Most of the people who do very heavy computer processing functions use Mac. Prefer Mac, not Windows. Windows is the ideal thing for networking. Mac is the ideal thing for performance production. You see folks who do video editing, pictures, photographers, Hollywood movies, they're made on Macs. Any musician who uses loop stems, so on and so forth, they do it on Macs. Windows is just not consistently a better option. So I would say Mac. And what I want to do is also not tell you what to get, but also show you what I mean explicitly. So let's go over here, and here's an example of a MacBook. A good MacBook should run you somewhere around $500. Let's look at my Mac, by the way. The Mac I'm using, I'll tell you kind of what to look for. You'll notice that my Mac is a 2011 Mac. Think of Macs as a Toyota. Very good and they last very long. This is a 2011 and I've used this everywhere across the country for like 3-4 years now. And the laptop is essentially still functioning well today. So 2011 Mac, i7, you kind of want to make sure you have very good processing power. The lowest I'll go is i5, but make sure you have i7. As you can see here, I have 16 gigs of memory. Kind of where the sweet spot that you want to be is 16 gigs. Anything's lower, you're just not getting the bang for your buck. So 16 gigs, and obviously I have 2.2 gigahertz. And I actually upgraded the storage in my MacBook to 2 terabytes. But storage is not a big thing. You can get a 250 gigabyte laptop and just use an external hard drive if you need to. But that's what I have. So if you take a look at what I just pulled this up on eBay like 2 minutes ago. This is 2015, so 4 years newer than mine. 1 terabyte, which is more than enough. 16 gig RAM. Remember we said that 16 gig RAM memory there, and i7. All right, so that's that. What else do you need? The third thing you need is an audio cable. And that'll get the sound out of your laptop and into your church's audio system. So here's an example. Again, I just pulled this up on Amazon. Here's a nice $8 audio cable. And why did I pick this one? Essentially, this goes into your laptop, and this is where your sound engineer is going to plug his wire into. Any sound engineer will know what goes here. So if you don't know what goes into this big one, don't worry about it. The sound engineer knows. Why did I pick this? This brand is actually very good. Very good brand. If you see the ratings on Amazon, 42 ratings, and it's really highly rated on Amazon. So this is an example of what I would recommend. All right, so we got the 3 things you need. The 4th thing you need, and this is like the main one. It's the main one, and you're gonna need Ableton Live. I recommend Ableton Live intro. So Ableton Live, I recommend intro. So let me tell you what I mean. So this is Ableton Live 10. Intro is sort of the beginning package for $100. This is what I recommend. I think this is more than enough. Obviously, you can get these more expensive ones, but for what you're going to be using it for, Ableton I can turn this into a 2-hour video on what Ableton could do. But for purposes of this video, I just say get intro. You only need, and the key thing here with intro is right here, right here. 8 input tracks. 8 input tracks. This is all you need. Most multi-tracks you'll get, it will have 3 guitars, 10 keyboards, maybe 3 drummers. You just need pick 1, 1, 1, and get your 8 tracks, and you're good to go. So, and the example I'm going to show you, I have a Ableton Live Suite, which is this one. But you're not. Trust me, this Ableton Live intro is more than enough. All right, so and we'll run through that, and you'll see what that does for you. All right, and then the last thing you need is a source for audio tracks. I recommend Loop Community or multitracks.com. All right, and what do I mean? Here's multitrack.com, and here's loopcommunity.com. So for this example, we're going to use Hezekiah Walker, the song Better. So let's just go in here, go to songs, let's look for it. Hezekiah Walker, if I can spell today, Better, and that's it. Go here, and here's the click on here, on mic, and here it is. Here are your tracks, and just say in Jesus' name, and boom, it's here. So the thing I like about when you get this, sometimes it comes with extras. This one happens to come with the vocal parts. So if you want to teach your choir the vocal parts, here they are. We don't need this, so X out of here. This is what we want here. This Ableton project folder, this ALS. I believe this is Ableton Live settings. I believe this is what this means. So when we double click this, you'll see my Ableton Live here start to activate right here. So it's coming up, Ableton Live Suite. Let's pull this up, and so here are the tracks. So if you look back at this folder, the WAV files, WAV are audio files. See these audio files here? That's what you see here. We don't need to see the actual signals, so I'm just going to minimize. We're not going to be doing anything. Again, Ableton is a very powerful program. This is all we need right here. And let me zoom out. Oh no, let me zoom out. Okay, here we go. And I may need to zoom in a bit. Okay, so with that said, let's hear what this sounds like. So when you go to Ableton, more than likely you're gonna have to come here, go to Preferences, Audio, and select your output source. And just go Built-in Output, which will give you the output on your laptop, and play. Let me turn that up. All right, there we go. You may want to, if you want to, come here and rename this to, drum loop. The titles are here. You may want to put them here so that you're looking just in this area. It's completely up to you. So a few things here. When you pull this on your laptop and you're ready to go, these green buttons, you can actually deselect them. Like if you don't want bass, let's say you have a bass guitar and you don't want bass, just deselect this. And it'll play the whole thing without playing the bass. If you don't want, let me turn this down. If you don't want horns, just deselect your way, and you'll see how it starts to We don't want that. Don't want that. All right. See where we're going. Yeah, so I'm just playing around at this point. Drums. If you just want drums and guitars, and maybe keys and synths. Okay, let's bring everything back. So the thing I like about Ableton, and this is kind of like the last thing I'll share today, is don't you just hate it when you play the instrumental off of YouTube and the choir leader says, oh, let's take the verse again. No, we can't take the verse again because this is a pre-recorded audio. Well, no, the truth is you can. You actually can. So what we're going to do is, if you come here to where it says key, once you click on key here, so you see these trackers. Sometimes the loops, sometimes the multi-track will come with trackers, sometimes they wouldn't. So if I zoom in, you'll see here it says drum loop, count in, intro, verse, blah blah blah. You can actually program these on your keyboard so that it's easy for you to replay. So if you're coming here, if you finish this chorus and the leader feels the spirit is led by the spirit to repeat verse 2, you can actually have the track immediately start playing verse 2 again. So I'll just show you what I mean. So you come to key, press key here, click on I care just about the intro. So if I click on this intro and I press 1 on my keyboard, you see it shows up here. So every time I press 1 on the keyboard, Ableton is going to play the track, all the audio tracks from this cue right here. So, oh, sorry, from this cue, from intro. So I'll do intro. I'll do this one as number 2. So you see the number 2 here. I'll do the chorus as number 3, and I'll just, for example, I'll just give you we don't have to do everything. Just 4 and 5. I want to do it all the way to the bridge. And 6. Okay, and then we press key to come out of here, and then now we can start having fun, right? All right, let's go play from the top. All right, so I'm gonna press 1 and you'll see what happens. 1, see that? 1 again. Maybe I go to 3 here. See that? And come back to 2. All right. So I think and let's go to 4. Let me zoom out. 4. All right. Oh, let's go back to the intro. 1. Right. So I'm just playing around, but you kind of see how this can work. Some other other things you can do with Ableton is you can actually increase the tempo of the song or reduce the tempo of the song. So say this is too fast for us. Say someone's struggling with the lyrics and they want to slow it down. All right, let me go back to the chorus. Come here. Yep. Okay, it's a lot slower now. Or maybe it's too slow. Let's take it up. All right. All right. See? So let's take it back to 99. What if the Hezekiah Walker is a tenor who actually sings in the altos range? What if the soloist for your church is a soprano and he or she needs the song a few steps higher? The way you change the key without messing up the audio is okay. Let me take that back. Sorry, I was still here. All right. So what you do is you come, select all. Come here and do we have select all? So once you have all the tracks, right down here, we are going to take this maybe up 3 half steps, right? And enter, and let's see what that sounds like. Oh, now it's higher, right? Let's still select everything. It's still not high enough, so let's take it a little higher. All right, if that works, and come back to we're here. Come back to 2. verse 1. Intro, chorus, verse 2. All right. So as you can see, I'm playing around and having fun with this. But this essentially is a tool that can help you to get a multi-track, a recording of any song that you want. Put it in Ableton, launch it, and be in control. Be in control during service. Maybe you can have one of the young adults and one of the youth be there to just set those cues at home and just execute those cues. And when you're ready to move on to the next song, you just launch the next song. But that's really what we want to talk about today. We hope you find this helpful, and we hope if you have any questions, please reach out to us. We're more than happy to help you. All right, God bless. Until next time, take care.